Right now, power has been restored to Eldorado Park, but residents there want answers. They threatened a shutdown this morning after constant power outages in the area. They say City Power has been promising to fix the problem, yet it continues. Let's go to our reporter, Nqobile Madlala, who's following that story for us, and she joins us now live from the offices of City Power. Nqobile, so Eldorado Park residents want answers from City Power, and you're there to find the answers. What are they saying?
Well, Maseko, they're saying that they want a full report explaining exactly why they've had outages since the beginning of COVID. And to give us those details now is a spokesperson for City Power, Isaac Mangena. And I'm just going to get right straight into it. But Mangena, why is it that the people in Eldorado Park are struggling with power? Can you give them that report?
We've had issues in Eldorado Park for the past few months now, especially since the fire in April, whereby our network has not been stable. But obviously, we have put a lot of work in terms of maintenance and ensuring that we fix the issues that are there on the ground, the medium voltage and the low voltage on the ground. So by yesterday evening, when we left Eldorado Park, most of the customers were back on after the fire that happened on Wednesday. We managed to fix most of those customers. The only people that were not on were those where we had instances of cable theft and some sort of vandalism in the 4 days when the lights were off. So those are some of the localized problems that we're dealing with, and we may not be able to pick all of them. So that's why we appealed to the community to basically log call so that we can be able to respond to those.
And I mean, if there are infrastructure vandalism and cable theft and so on, why haven't you invested in security, or have you?
We have. In fact, we have even this year budgeted a lot of money for security. You will know that we are under siege in terms of cable theft, but we're also working with partners on the ground. We're working with the communities, we're working with CPF, and also the essential infrastructure task team that the president has announced has actually been very much of assistance to us as the city of Johannesburg, because we have seen a lot of arrests and even prosecutions following the announcement of that. So we are also working with the community of Eldorado Park. In fact, most of the successes in terms of the arrests on the ground in Eldorado Park were through the commitment of the residents. They are the ones that are actually helping us there. But we are also coming up with an MOU where we will basically be deploying security from the community so that they can be able to be the eyes and ears on the ground, because of it's not going to be practical for us as City Power to basically deploy a lot of security on our network, which is really vast and all over the city of Johannesburg. So that's why we believe that if we're working with the people on the ground, they will be able to report, give us intelligence on what is happening on the ground, but also assist us in terms of the arrests.
But for a power substation to burn twice, wouldn't you say that's a fault on City Power's part at this moment?
Look, obviously investigations into what caused this recent fire are currently underway. The investigation into the previous fire in April, in fact, found out that there was technical fault on one of the transformers that actually caught fire that time. So this time it was not even a transformer that burned, it was a feeder board, which was a little bit far from the transformer. So we are investigating the cause, but we are not going to run away from the fact that most of our infrastructure across the city of Johannesburg and also in Eldorado Park is old, and so we are operating. We are trying to we are operating this old infrastructure that now and then obviously gets it breaks down, or you'll have instances where you've got cases of explosion and so forth. But we are actually investing. Remember, we also have a new substation that has been built in Eldorado Park that will basically ensure that we address some of the problems that we're having with this old infrastructure.
All right, thank you very much for speaking to us. That's, of course, Isaac Mangena, just giving us an update in terms of that fire. Maseko, I mean, you'll remember the community was clear in saying that 2 times is too many, and so they want that report. And he's saying that they are investing and working with the community in ensuring that this does not continue.
All right, Nqobile Madlala live for us in Johannesburg. Let's leave it there for now.